Okay, let's face it. You're scrolling, you're reading, you're listening, and it just feels like, well, like a constant flood of information, right?
Absolutely. It's nonstop.
So today on the deep dive, we want to maybe get a better handle on that flow. We're focusing on something really vital. Critical thinking.
Yes, exactly. And it's more than just passively taking stuff in. Our sources really emphasize that critical thinking is an active process.
Active how?
Well, it's about really breaking down information, asking some tough questions, keeping a sort of healthy skepticism.
Healthy skepticism. I like that. Not just being cynical about everything.
Precisely. It's about making conclusions based on, facts and evidence, not just gut feelings or because someone important said it. Checking things out, basically.
Got it. So our mission for this deep dive is to pull out some concrete, actionable steps you can start using right away to sharpen those critical thinking skills.
Let's do it.
All right. Step one, according to our source, starts internally. Recognizing our own, well, our cognitive biases.
hmm This is fascinating because our minds have these like built-in shortcuts for processing the world. Very useful sometimes, but they can also lead us astray.
Okay, like what?
A really big one is confirmation bias. That's our tendency to actively seek out and give more weight to information that confirms what we already believe.
Ah, yes, and ignoring the stuff that challenges our views.
Exactly that. You tend to find evidence for what you're already looking for. It's like
Yeah,
your brain's trying to prove itself right all the time.
that makes so much sense. So just knowing we do that, being aware of confirmation bias, that's the first big step. Why is just awareness so crucial?
Well, think about it. It's like knowing you have a blind spot when you're driving. If you don't know it's there, you can't adjust for it.
Right.
Once you acknowledge, okay, I might have this tendency, you can consciously start to look for different viewpoints, even ones you instinctively disagree with.
Okay, that clicks. So awareness first. Then, the next step our source highlights for critical thinking is asking questions,
hmm
actively engaging.
Yes, and not just any questions. The source gives us a really useful, specific set. They are: who said this? Why was it said? And what are the alternatives?
Who, why, and what else? Okay, break that down. How do those help?
Well, each one pushes you in a different direction. Who said this forces you to look at the source. Are they credible? Do they have expertise?
Uh-huh. Any potential bias themselves.
Exactly. Then, why was it said? Gets you thinking about motivation, context. Is there an agenda behind sharing this particular piece of information right now?
Makes sense. And the last one, what are the alternatives?
That's key. It stops you from just accepting the first explanation or piece of information you come across. It forces you to consider other possibilities, other interpretations, other data.
Wow, okay. Just those three questions. Who, why, what else? I can already see how that would, completely change how you initially react to something you read or hear.
There's simple but really powerful filters,
Hmm.
and this leads us quite naturally into the third step. Engaging with multiple perspectives. It's not enough to just ask questions about the information in front of you. You need to actively seek out other information, other viewpoints.
So step outside the usual echo chamber. Intentionally look for different takes on a subject.
Precisely. Reading different sources, comparing how they argue, seeing where they differ, and importantly, starting to build your own argument or understanding from that broader base.
Rather than just repeating someone else's talking point.
Exactly. It's about construction, not just repetition. And the source adds something here about maturity and critical thinking.
Oh,
Yeah, it mentions that a real sign of developed critical thinking is the ability to genuinely listen to and understand viewpoints you don't agree with.
okay. That sounds challenging. To understand without necessarily adopting the view.
It is. It requires you to maintain a kind of objective stance, to analyze the other side's logic fairly, even while you're formulating your own informed position. It's about being open but also rigorous.
So pulling it all together, developing these skills, spotting biases, asking those key questions, seeking out different views, it's like building your own personal high-quality filter for information, especially needed now when everyone seems to have a platform.
That's a great way to put it, a personal filter. And using it leads to, well, more confidence, confidence in dialogues, knowing your stance is well considered, and just navigating life more generally.
Really valuable stuff. So for you listening, here's a thought to take away. The very next time you see or hear something presented as fact, pause. Ask yourself, who's telling me this? Why might they be telling me this now? And what are the other possible angles here? Just starting there, questioning the source and thinking about potential biases. That's a powerful step towards becoming a sharper, more critical thinker. Thanks for diving deep with us today.